Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, Iron Factory has a new Legend-scaled bot from the Transformers Victory anime. Takara Tomy shows off his upcoming Masterpiece Godbomber, and we've got new Studio Series toy reveals just in time for Transformers Day. Today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. And this is episode 607 of Transmissions.
Welcome to TransMissions, the podcast that's ready to be surprised by the Hall of Fame results again this year. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
All out of Diet Coke, Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Hello. Oh, look at me. I'm moving around. Let's talk Transformers.
All right. As always, we start the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to help us out and keep the show going. We really appreciate it. If you'd like to become a Donatreon, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that is where you can sign up and help us out. Of course, if you become a Donatreon, you get some perks. That includes bonus content like our bonus show, We Like Big Bots. And that's done by Daryl and Dr. Pants. You can check out all 14 episodes on our Patreon page, and you get immediate access when you become a Donatron. And more episodes coming soon, we hope. We've also got our live play Transformers live play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. Every other week we have a bonus version of the show that comes out a week before the regular episode drops, and that's for Donatrons only. They get to hear all the outtakes and the raw audio before it gets edited up and polished up. But this week we've got the polished version, so episode 123, As Easy As, and Mike had to explain the joke to me. I didn't get it, so it's as easy as 123, episode 123. There you go.
Oh,
yep. I listened to the episode, and then it was clear. So, but you all get to listen to it too. So right now, if you are fan of Empire of Rust, it should already be in your podcast feed at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. We've also got our exclusive Skybound Transformers #1 comic with the cover art by E.J. Sue. That's still available. You can get that at our website, transmissionspodcast.com/comic. We're coming up on a year anniversary of the Skybound Transformers comics. So what better way to celebrate that anniversary than buying our exclusive original if you haven't gotten it already. So check that out. And of course, we've still got our Toy Hacks promo this month for the entire month of September in honor of the new movie coming out. Our code is TF1. So that's TFONE. Use that code TF1 at toyhacks.com for 15% off all your purchases for any labels or stickers you want to get from Toy Hacks. So you can use that code as many times as you want. You cannot combine it with any other promo codes, but you can use it with your Robo Points. So please use that early and often all month until the end of September. All right, let's get into the show, and we'll start off with some quick hits.
All right. We are going to start off this week by talking about Iron Factory, and we have got new pictures of their EX-71 Fang of Bodus, and this is a Legend scale Death Cobra, and this is the Death Cobra from the part of Victory. Lio Kaiser. This is the I believe it's an arm. Yeah, it's an arm of Lio Kaiser. And this set has been coming a little slower than I thought it But either way, it looks really good. And we've got some pictures here showing Death Cobra in uh, all the different poses it can make, and the really cool looking helicopter mode that they're able to pull off. But really, all the people want to see is the arm mode and the combined mode. And I really like the way that this kind of looks on the arm with the helicopter blades kind of sticking out to the side. That's not really a way that they do that very often with helicopters. They usually just have sticking down along the arm rather than out. So it looks kind of cool. This Lio Kaiser, being legend scale, still probably going to claim best Lio Kaiser. So kind of jealous of the people that have bought into it. Um, we've talked about it before. It does cheat a lot, so it's probably going to cheat in a bunch of different ways, but still yet to be seen. But either way, it looks really cool. So if you're into this, then you are already pre-ordered. If you're not, then maybe you can still pick up the two legs that are already out. So yeah.
Dr. Pants showed those off a few weeks ago, didn't he?
Yes. Dr. Pants has already gotten the leg, at least one of the legs, and I know that our longtime listener, I believe he's listening right now, DJ Ronan, has also got in on the legs. So um, yeah, so there's a lot of people out there that are in on this already, and kind of wish I did as well. So yeah, it's looking really good.
Yeah, I'm wondering, the robot mode gives me Serpentor vibes from G.I. Joe. I'm wondering if that would be like a repaint for a convention.
I believe you're probably right. Yeah.
And apparently this character was only in the anime and did not have a figure originally, and was like a seventh member of Lio Kaiser.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
Okay.
So
cool. Well, next up we have from New Age Toys, their H67 Baron, which is a legend scale snarl, and these are some new color variants. We have the C Varan, which is the Marvel G1 comic deco. That's what we have on the screen right now. And then the EX Varan, which is the G1 toy deco. So you can see some of the pictures here. The coloring on this very much has that 1980s comic coloring look to it. That looks pretty cool. And then I think this is the toy deco here with the black face. I think these look really cool. A real shiny, gold. I don't know how they're doing it these days, but the gold chrome look on the toy variant looks really cool. So I don't know if these are out yet or they'll be out soon, but I'm sure they'll be everywhere. Pre-orders, they look fantastic. So if you've missed out on the other variants, make sure you check this out.
All right, we have a follow-up from last week. We talked about this Manju Netsuki Optimus Prime that is transforms into this traditional Japanese button fastener from 17th century Japan. And we talked about how this price point at 660,000 yen, or about $4,500, was seems really out there. And now we just have some information, like the reason this thing is so expensive is that it's made of silver and made to order. So it's if you ever wanted a transforming toy completely made of silver and you have $4,500, here you go. So that's why the price is so out there. And this is made by famous Japanese artisan Yuki Tsuboshima. And that's probably another reason why the price point is up there. So if you are a fan of the Japanese artisan Yuki Tsuboshima and wanted some of their handcrafted artwork that was also a transformer, I guess this ticks all the boxes for you. So yeah,
you get a trip to Japan for this, right? Like you get to go pick it up in person.
I mean, that's probably another $3,000 for plane ticket and travel and everything. I don't think
No, that's included in the price point,
no,
No.
right?
I don't think so. No.
Because I mean, I can go and buy some, 99.99999% silver coins for like $30. And I can buy a bunch of those, and they're already minted and whatnot, and
Can you make
melt
them
that
into a
stuff down.
transformer?
Yeah, this
If I
is
had the mold for this, yeah. I'm just
I
saying,
mean, it's
$4,500.
it's made to order, and I don't think it's manufactured. I think it's like made by this artist. So you're probably paying for that too.
Right. So there's the one.
This is a whole level of collecting that I have no hope of ever getting into, and I would like to talk to someone that is at this level just to kind of see what is in their collection,
Mhm.
because it is just insane to me dropping this much on what is a small toy.
Yeah, and you can see with the I guess that's the artist there in the last picture, so you can see
Yeah.
the size of the actual item.
Well,
It's
I think
not
that's
very
something
big.
else he's done, but I think it's
Oh, is
about
it?
the same
Okay.
size.
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, so that was not a typo. It is 660,000 yen. So there you go.
All right. Well, back to something that's a little bit more, like of the earthly realm that we can all kind of afford. Uh, Takara Tomy Mall is showing off pictures of an exclusive MPG-14S Godbomber box set that they will be selling. Um, this is exactly how it sounds. This is the Masterpiece scale Godbomber that is coming out very soon, and it is a gift set that is going to have both pieces. So Jinrai and uh, Godbomber, or sorry, Bomber, and they're going to be. There's a whole bunch of crap in here that they are able to show off. So if this is something you're looking to get, I kind of am.
Mhm.
Maybe not in the set, but I want to get them together at some point. I don't know how I'm going to manage to do
Doesn't
this.
Hasbro Pulse usually get these Takara Tomy Mall exclusives?
Yeah,
Not
they
sure.
they will. I'm sure they will. It'll probably
Yeah,
be on Hasbro Pulse this week, or
but
yeah.
I definitely like looking at all these pictures. Like the Masterpiece Godbomber is just, it looks fantastic. Um, you know, just something about, like, I mean, Jeremy, I don't think I don't have to convince you about this. You're already ready to drink the Kool-Aid on this one.
I,
Um,
I mean, if I hadn't gotten a puppy, puppies are expensive, but yeah, this is something I'm gonna try to make work.
this looks very cool. I'm really into it, and it's something about primes with wings. It's scratches an inch for me that I didn't know was there. And if I was looking around my room before we started recording tonight, and I'm like, yeah, that's awesome, that's awesome, that's awesome, and they're all primes with wings. And I know I've got the animated kit coming for the new animated legacy animated prime that's coming. It's going to give them wings, and I'm going to be in love with it as well. So yeah,
Just
this thing
primes
looks
that drink
amazing.
Red Bull.
Yeah, right. So I'm really into this. It looks awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get this set. If not in one fell swoop, then in both pieces. But yeah, it looks cool. Talk to Tommy Mall, and perhaps most likely later on Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah, I mean, it's something about the big chunky prime too. It just,
Yeah.
I love the big chunky prime.
Yep. Yeah. This was one that I one of my favorites as a kid. Like I had Power Master Optimus Prime as a kid, and that was I never got the original Optimus Prime, so having the Power Master version was like my first Optimus Prime that I had. So it was, yeah, it was a good one. He was a brick, but he was a fun brick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have like Diaclone, like Optimus first? Then, like, I don't understand. You're so much older. You should have had.
Daryl, it's getting old. You're getting as old as your jokes now. Okay, you're getting older than me with all those old jokes you're throwing out here. It was 1989. I was 13. It was Power Master Optimus Prime.
It's 1989. My wife and I started dating.
All right. How about we move on?
Yeah, I was 25 and my wife was 13. Right? That was
Charles.
Because
I mean,
we're
come on.
recording this. All right, let's move on. We have now another statue. This is from Takara Tomy themselves, and this is the Karakuri statue KS01 Optimus Prime. And this is, most people think of statues as inanimate objects, but this statue actually transforms. I think we've seen other ones that they've done similar to this. But this is a G1 Optimus Prime, transforms into his truck mode. I think now that I'm remembering this, we have talked about this before. I think these are just new images and it's about to come out, or the pre-orders are out, because this is like his hand is holding his gun, and when he transforms, his gun's on the side of the truck. So anyway, if you're looking for this,
does it transform automatically, like on its own?
I think you push a button and it transforms it.
Looks like it.
There's a button on the pedestal, and
that's why you can't take the gun out. So
right.
The gun looks just a crazy gun. There's a truck with a gun hanging off the side of it.
But anyway, pre-orders are up for 35,200 yen, which is about $245, and it's going to be released March 29th, 2025. So
you turn that gun, you turn that arm into Megatron's arm, and then you got something.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, next up we've got images of the Legacy Slipstream. So this is a redeco and retool of the Legacy United Cyberverse Universe Windblade. That's a mouthful. But this is Slipstream. So Slipstream is a newer Seeker character that I think she was introduced in Transformers Animated as one of the like pieces of Starscream that came out of when he like got the Allspark, like a piece of the Allspark, and was split into different personalities. But later on, she's been kind of retconned as just another Seeker in the Decepticon Seeker army. So and this is a new version of her from Cyberverse. So she was a prominent character in that series from just a few years ago. And I like the color scheme on this. I like the purple and the blue. I think it really looks nice. And I'm not a fan of like the gaps in the wings when she's in robot mode. But I still think it looks cool.
I wish they would have done something with the wing thrusters, like either remolded the wing to not have them, or changed them to something else.
Yeah.
Just because
that's a Windblade thing.
It's a very, very Windbladey thing. Yeah. So.
Yep.
All right. Studio Series TF1 Bumblebee and Alita 1 were revealed, and they are going to be kind of part of Transformers Day 2024. So Transformers Day is going to be September 17th, and forever will officially be Transformers Day. So from here on out, if your birthday was September 17th, unfortunately you have lost it to Transformers Day.
It can be two things.
Sorry, no. Pre-orders are going to go up for Studio Series Transformers 1 Bumblebee B127, and you'll be able to order that. I don't see if there's a pre-order Okay, yeah. So,
I think they
in
go up
the
on
pre-order,
Transformers Day.
both these figures. So you got Bumblebee or B127, and then Alita 1, both deluxe class figures, are both going to go up for pre-order on September 17th, also known as Transformers Day. So yeah, if you were looking to get one of these, if you're going for the Studio Series Transformers 1 collection, you can now pre-order these, or we'll be able to order these on Transformers Day. And we've got some pictures here, not many, but some. So we kind of knew the alt mode of Bumblebee, but I think we're kind of getting our first kind of real look at
I don't think the
Alita 1
trailers really
here.
show Alita 1.
Yeah, they
mode.
don't. So yeah, so that's a good look at Alita 1's kind of alt mode. It's kind of a motorbike, but kind of wide. I think it's it's 2 wheels, but it's definitely like a wide motorbike. Anyway, it looks cool. Definitely kind of a Cybertronian mode of motorbike.
I will say Bumblebee's is a little bit, I don't know, from my recollection, the alt mode isn't as long looking as this. This is from the trailers, not from the. You see that thing in the trailer where he's like jumping in crashes and wheels pop out, and I don't know. It seems like this is not as sleek as the model from the movie, but I don't know. I might be remembering it wrong. Might have to go see it again.
For research.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just for anyone who wasn't aware or didn't remember, Transformers Day is the first day that the animated series premiered in the US. So that's why it's September 17th, because that was the first day that Transformers, the show, came on in 1984.
The comic came out first, didn't it? It was like August something.
Yeah. The comic was in like May, I believe, of 1984. So it was several months.
May?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they could have made that Transformers Day, but I guess everyone loves the cartoon. So.
Yep. And speaking of the G1 cartoon, we have a Transformers 40th anniversary retro G1 Optimus Prime, which is a reissue of the G1 toy in cartoon colors. And the main change that you would see here is the trailer, instead of having the sticker on the side with the the lines and stuff, it's painted with a lighter gray line and the Autobot logo on the side. And because the sticker covered up a couple screw holes, now you see the screw holes on the side. But I mean, it's just Optimus Prime. I think the paint job on the actual robot figure, I'm gonna try to get it here. It's essentially the same except for the waist area. It's not chrome anymore. It's the white and yellow, and the logo is the outline logo that was in the show on his shoulder. But other than that, it's G1 Prime. You can never get too many of these figures. I am kind of sad that it's the original mold, not the missing link, because I still never got that.
Well, DJ Ronan says the trailer is the missing link.
Well, I was just going to say the trailer is actually a new mold.
Okay.
So I don't know if it is the missing link one, because I don't have that, but I do know that they didn't have the mold for the trailer anymore.
Okay.
So they had to make a new mold for the trailer. So
yeah, I do notice that the trailer has no stickers on the inside either. So, opportunity for toy hacks there. So.
And Alex says
already have them. Yeah.
Yeah. Alex says there's an interview with Triple Takeover coming out that says the trailer is a completely new mold, so not the missing link trailer. But I kind of like, I wish, I don't know, this seems like it's not like, I would rather have just do a full G1 release. I mean, I know they did that with just the cab a few years ago in Walmart. But just do the full G1 Prime as a nostalgia release that looks, exactly as it looked as the toy in 1984.
Yeah.
Or if you really want the animation version, just get the Studio Series 86 one. I mean, I think this is kind of a weird compromise.
I mean, they're just trying to get all the money they can.
Yeah.
I mean, really. But yeah, I mean, the box itself, I mean, it's your G1 box updated with, photos from this figure and then the 40th anniversary logo. But I'm trying to get to where you saw the back of it there. I mean, same back with the art and everything.
Yeah,
So,
they even they smushed the tech specs.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. Is this trailer shorter than the other one?
I don't think so.
It kind of looks like it. I mean, Roller looks like it takes up more space in the trailer than
it does look shorter. Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know.
The only thing I would say is that they've been able to make the Optimus Prime the way that they made them in the 80s forever. They now have a missing link style Optimus.
right.
I'm just saying, why don't they? Every subsequent release of Optimus Prime should now be that mold.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Don't go backwards. Right. You're able to make the 80s Optimus Prime with more articulation now. That's the one you use. Don't go back, go forward. Right. So anyway, this looks cool. I'm probably not getting it because I do have a boxed Optimus Prime, an 80s one, and about 6 other Optimus Primes as well lying around here. So I don't need this. But it is cool for people out there that are, nostalgic for that box. And it will be kick ass to see it on the shelves in stores.
Yeah.
Okay, well, last item for quick hits is, speaking of missing link, we have a translated interview from the developer of the missing link Optimus Prime at Takara. This is Hironori Kobayashi. So this was originally a Japanese language interview that was translated at soundwavesoblivion.com. So this was translated by Jeremy Barlow. And I have not read through this yet, but you can take a look at this. We'll have it linked in the show notes. And he talks about how they did the concept for the missing link Optimus Prime, and then what all went into it. And seems like he had this idea back in 2002, so it took over 20 years to develop this. And I guess we're taking advantage of that now. But I think it's pretty interesting. I don't know. Did you guys read through this at all?
No, but I mean, really, he's had this idea for 20 years. We all wanted this for 40 years. So just to say, oh, I've been working on this for 20 years. Great. Like, we wanted this. I took apart my toys in the 80s trying to make this happen. Like, glad you were working on it for 20 years, but my brain's been trying to figure it out with the existing toys, trying to make it happen for the last 40 years. So welcome to the party.
To be fair, I mean, you have to engineer it to be a mass market item that, is going to pass all those regulations and stuff. So, there are a few more considerations than that went beyond what 10-year-old Daryl could do.
Hey, I mean, come on. I was lacking, the quote unquote education.
But you had a screwdriver.
But I had a screwdriver and the will to do it.
And look at where it's got you now. You're still taking apart the toys, fixing.
I still take them apart, and I also take apart other things for a job now too. So, thanks, Transformers.
All right, well, that's all our toys. So let's move on to trips to the store.
The Transmissions podcast will return after these messages.
And Trips to the Store is powered by our friends at TeePublic. You can check out all our Transmissions podcast merchandise at our TeePublic store. That is at transmissionspodcast.com/tpublic. You can see I've got my Transmissions shirt on here. Jeremy's got his. Daryl? No. Every week, Daryl, come on.
We should get you one of those trucker hats and you can just like throw it on.
I have a no, I don't have one. I'd take a trucker hat though with one of my logos on it. Yeah, sure, that'd be awesome.
All right. Do we spend the Patreon funds on that for Daryl? We'll see.
No,
right.
no.
Maybe for his birthday.
You'd have to remember it first.
But yeah, if you want anything, I will remember now. It's
Maybe for
yes, you
Transformers Day.
Mother's Day around there somewhere. It's somewhere around Mother's Day. I know that now.
It's on the calendar.
Of course, if you want to buy anything from TeePublic, use our link to help us out. transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic. Anything from TeePublic that'll get you there. All right. Well, let's check out the stuff we got this week. We're starting with Daryl.
Oh yeah. I did get one new thing. And I'm kind of curious because it's pretty cool. It's a non-transforming figure, but it's not a statue. This is a pretty rare figure. I don't expect many people to have it because you had to accomplish, like you had to do a lot of things to get it. Nothing of the adult nature. But this is a newer figure too. So again, I don't expect many people to have it. But when I checked recent eBay listings, this thing was running around $100 Canadian, and I definitely didn't pay that for it. This is from Transformers Cyberverse, and it's McAdam.
Oh, wow.
So it's a Build-A-Figure?
It's the Build-A-Figure, yeah. It's a complete McAdam from Cyberverse, yeah. So this is kind of cool. I saw it at the store, and I was like, hot damn, that's a McAdam. So
someone else did all the work.
They did it all. They bought all the figures and put them together, and I reaped the benefits. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He's got all kinds of all the articulation you would want, and none of the pesky transformation. Yeah, so no, he's cool. He's pretty cool. Yeah, he'll go up on the shelf somewhere and just kind of chill out there. Yeah, but that's it. That's all I got this week.
All right. I'll go next. Okay. Originally I thought I wasn't going to be on the show this week, but things changed. So I was able to come on. And I did promise that I would open my Studio Series 86 Ratchet last week, and I did. And here he is. Yay. Studio Series 86 Ratchet. And his transformation is pretty nice and intuitive. So I thought I'd show the ambulance mode. Although the red stripe is missing, that's the only kind of ding I will put against this figure.
Wait, what mode?
Ambulance.
You said it right. Wow, good for you.
Ambulance. Ambulance.
I noticed that too. I just didn't want to be rude and say something.
Wow, good job.
Well,
I'm proud of you, buddy.
I figure. You want to pat me on my head too? Yeah, so it's good. It's just the I guess the red stripe, they weren't able to get it on the figure. I think I actually looked up the dying Ratchet version has the red stripe in vehicle mode. So if you want the dead Ratchet version with the shattered out window and the face screaming in pain, you can get that, or just go to Toy Hacks and get the labels for it. So
that's wild.
Yeah, whatever. And his guns are exhaust pipes on the back, so it's cool.
It is a very plain ambulance mode, isn't it?
Yeah. The Studio Series 1 does a lot of work. Like
the Toy Hacks.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So Toy Hacks has a great set for it.
Yep. Yeah, I was looking at that, so it looked pretty good.
They also have a
right.
1 cent deal for that new Bumblebee. If you're looking for
Yeah,
that.
I saw that too, and yeah, I picked up. I have that Bumblebee, so I was thinking about. There's like 4 different
Which
sets for Bumblebee.
which Bumblebee?
The
Studio Series 86 Bumblebee.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
like cell shaded windows.
Mm-hmm.
A 1 center, eh? We haven't talked about those in a number of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like four different versions of that. There's like a cell shaded version, a black windows, blue windows. It's interesting.
Cool.
Now, how does the 15% off work for something that's a penny? Probably doesn't apply.
Yeah, I think I don't think you get fractions of a cent. They
That'd
just
be
round off
considered
to a
a
penny.
promotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So the other thing I got, I was in Barnes and Noble just this week, near my local mall, and they in the past they've had some of those Flame Toys kits, the model kits in there. So I was just looking to see if they had any more in there, but apparently they have replaced all like any model kits with all Lego. Like it's Lego from wall to wall in that section of Barnes and Noble now. There's no other model kits or anything else. It's just Lego. And there was something that I was looking for Lego wise. I got the Lego Bumblebee. So we've talked about this on the show. I know he's a little bit derpy. He doesn't, but I still wanted this guy. I'm gonna put him together. I mean I know he doesn't look really great in robot mode or in vehicle mode, but I still wanted to get him, so I did.
Did you have Prime as well?
I do have
has
Prime.
them, yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So he'll probably be next to my Prime when I get him together. So
Nice.
Yep. So that's all I got.
It's considerably smaller than the Prime, so probably take you a lot less time.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm not gonna make any promises to when I'm putting that together, but maybe soon.
Cool.
So over to you, Jeremy.
All right. So I have one new thing and then 4 things from the big pile of G1 toys that I got. New thing, I have a friend that opened a new game store in Waunakee, Wisconsin called Games Haven. Sorry, the name just out of my head.
Are they paying for advertising now?
They're not. They're not. Just
okay.
I'm just.
All right.
They had their grand opening on Saturday, and I went, and they have a lot of games, but no Transformers related stuff. I thought they did have like the My Little Pony RPG guidebook, but none of the Transformer ones. But they did have this on the wall, and I saw this, and I'm like, well, this is coming home with me. And it's a 1,000-piece puzzle with the box art that features Triptychon and Metroplex.
Oh,
so that's going to be a fun puzzle to do sometime. This was only $22. So, I mean, kind of pricey, I guess, but I mean, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle, so it's going to be a big one.
and I think that's the Japanese exclusive box art, right? Because I think we had different box art for Metroplex and Triptychon on our toys. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it probably would be around the time of the movie, and they got the movie later.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I just, anytime I see this box art or any of that box art from that era, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So the toys I was going to show off, I got most of a combiner that I've never owned before in my life in this set. And that is Daryl's favorite, Predaking. So I'm going to show the component pieces that I have. I don't have all the names memorized yet, but I have Razor Claw. Yeah. And I have their weapons and I have their swords and stuff and like the hands and feet and everything, but I'm not. I didn't bring everything over. This one is Rampage, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Headstrong. Is that this guy?
Mm-hmm.
The Rhino. Yep.
Yeah, I have the wiki up. Most of these are, I mean, they're in okay shape. The stickers need a lot of work, but transformation and stuff, they seem okay. However,
Are they die cast? Are the bodies of them die cast?
no, they're all plastic.
Okay. There's a
So-
version of some of those Predaking bodies that have die cast bodies, and they're more desirable than the others.
Yeah, the rub signs are all dead, pretty much. So I mean, that's the Toy Hacks fix right there. But then my last one, Horrible, is in horrible shape.
It's not horrible, but
Oh, it's
That's
not
fine.
horrible. Sorry,
horrible is the tantrum. Yeah.
Right, sorry. Tantrum is in horrible shape. Tantrum's head is separate from his body. So the thing just snapped off at one point, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to figure out the fix for that. I think probably it'll just be taking it apart and finding a way to like epoxy the two pieces together or something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a shame, but it could be a lot worse. The rest of the figure seems fine. And like I said, I do have all the other pieces. I brought Predaking's head. But I've never had a Predaking before in any form, any release, any era. So I'm happy to have the set. Like I said, I just dropped some, but I have the swords. So I think you said I'm only missing Dive Bomb, and so that'll be
Dive Bomb's tough because he gives the wings as well, right? So
right.
Yeah.
So that'll be one I'm going to be hunting for.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And you have the arm cannon or the arm gun.
Believe so. I have lots of weapons that look like they go with this, so I'll sort them all out.
Okay.
So that's what I got this week.
Cool. I got Ratchet halfway out. I was trying to transform him.
Oh, sorry.
He's almost there.
Should have gone first. You had more time.
All right. Well, that's all. That's it. That's it for Trips to the Store. Let's move on to some convention news.
We now return to the Transmissions podcast.
All right. First thing we have up this Friday, September 13th, is PulseCon 2024. So this will be streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And they also are going to be, I believe they haven't really announced it, but just it makes sense. They're going to be announcing the results of the Transformers Hall of Fame, which every year they announce it after we record an episode, and the deadline is before we record the next episode or like before the next episode comes out. So we always miss the time to announce it on the show. But this year they were like, what is your favorite of the 13 primes? And they listed all the primes. I don't know why they would be talking about 13 primes, but maybe in a couple weeks people might know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you've seen Transformers 1 without telling me you've seen Transformers.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. There was also your favorite Legacy figure of the year, or Legacy United, whatever the thing is this year, and then favorite Studio Series figures. So, do your votes, or I guess you have done your votes, hopefully. And I would expect PulseCon would have the reveal the results. I've enjoyed the PulseCon streams that they've done. It's always a fun time. I'm hoping we're going to see what's going to be coming up with what's following the, Legacy United, and what's the new kind of trilogy going to be, or whatever they're going to do. And I'm sure they have some surprises for us, but yeah, we'll have all the stuff to talk about next week, and it's bound to be a lot of fun. So Friday, September 13th, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Just let YouTube be playing, and if you're like Daryl, you can just ignore all the G.I. Joe stuff and wait till later and just go right to the Transformers stuff.
I hope they're bringing Thu back this year. I don't know if they mentioned anything about that.
They don't mention anything. I mean, it's got let's see, they did. Jordan Hembrow is the host this year. He does like toy related YouTube stuff, I think.
No. Charles knows him now because we watched an episode of the show we did at TFCon Toronto.
Obviously,
I have
remember.
no memory of that.
No, he did that. That. Why can't I think of the name of that stupid show now?
Toy Hunter show, right?
Yeah, it was Toy Hunter. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Yes, I remember that. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
I don't know where. I don't like that show was like 10 years ago. I don't know where they dug this guy up from.
Well, I mean, I think he's doing stuff on YouTube now.
Is he?
I think so. But I do like the theme this year. Like, if you see on the screen, I have like the page where it has all the brands going by. It's all kind of sprue related. All the different like brands that they're doing, the logos and everything is in like a sprue thing that you would be, taking apart to free weapons and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It works better for some logos than others. Transformers G.I. Joe work well. Marvel Legends is not as much, but anyway, it's going to be fun. They usually have some, like celebrity surprises as well. So I would imagine with Transformers 1 coming out soon, maybe, hopefully we'll see some of the cast. That it would be fun to see Chris Hemsworth show up on one of these, or some of the other casts. So, and then we have another update for TFCon Baltimore, November 1st through 3rd. They have announced that Aaron Archer is going to be showing up. He's former designer on Transformers, primarily around the Unicron trilogy era and a little bit after that. So he's always great to talk to at these things. And I don't know if he's doing, he doesn't say if he's going to be doing one of his little sessions where you can, go through the toy designing process with him. But
I don't know if he's done that in a number of years.
Yeah.
He's come to a bunch of these in the last little while, but he hasn't. I don't think he's done one in a while.
Okay, because that was always great when he did it, but he does good panels, and like I said, he's always great to talk to. So check that out if you're going to TFCon. I think that is everything for convention news.
All right, well, let's finish up the show with some feedback. Okay, so we've got some YouTube comments from last week's episode 606. So first one from Illmatic Prime 316. Daryl, I think this is for you. He says, "Where's Black Shadow? Nice megas," which I think is referring to your Mega Pretenders.
Oh yeah, a Black Shadow. That's I've seen one in person, but that's way out of my price range. So yeah, all four of the ones that I showed off last week would not be able to afford a Black Shadow. So yeah.
So that is the last Mega Pretender you need to get there.
Yeah, it's not part of the North American line, so I'm okay with that.
Fair enough. And it's a retool of Thunderwing, so you're kind of already there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And next from our regular YouTube commenter, Stuart118. So first, we read some feedback last week where he was talking about the Shattered Glass Rodimus because we were confused because we hadn't mentioned Shattered Glass Rodimus on the previous episode. But he says, "My bad, I forgot to mention that the Shattered Glass Rodimus had just been revealed. Apologies." Then we also in some feedback Stuart had last week. He mentioned like his two favorite loves, Godzilla and Transformers, but then he said sorry to Shanna, and we were like, who's Shanna? Because we thought that might be a reference to Scarlet, but he confirms it was not Scarlet. He's like, oh man, yes, Shanna is my fiance. So that was not a reference to Scarlet. He says, yeah, I'm batting 1,000 on the feedback mishaps. Jeez. So don't worry, Stuart. It happens to the best of us. We're enjoying the feedback. Thank you for writing in every week. Hope you're enjoying the episodes. We enjoy hearing back from you, and yeah, keep coming, keep sending in the feedback. So that's it for feedback, and that'll do it for this episode of Transmissions. And I did get Ratchet all done. So there's Ratchet in robot mode. Oh, yeah. All right. At the end of every episode of Transmissions, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon. That's why we believe they deserve a shout out in every episode. So thank you once again to John 4x11good, Demon Tech 82, and Steve C. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for continuing to support the show. And thank you to everyone out there who supports us and watches the show and listens to the show, either in your podcast podcast feeds and listeners, and on YouTube watching the video. However you consume the show, if you're enjoying it, we hope you are, and we hope you continue to listen and watch, and let us know what you think. And that'll do it for this episode of Transmissions. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool Transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our Transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.